Welcome to another week of dysfunction. Here's Jackie and Matt.
And we're back. Just kidding.
Finally.
Like it was some radio show. It was a long
took forever.
I know, it was supposed to be a restart, which was like under a minute, and that took like almost 10. Fuck. It's Matt and Jackie again.
I know. I've been gone because I was sick. Of course.
I thought you got arrested.
What?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Why would you think that?
I drew tarot cards, and that's what they said. I saw arrested, and arrested upside down. So I figured.
Okay, I think you need to stop pulling cards. Not your place. You don't really know what you're doing.
That's true.
I think you need to put in a lot more studying into it before you do something like that. I'm arrested. I guess if you really want to think about it, I was arrested in my bed from fever and horrible nose and throat burning, and I was sick, like really sick. So I guess.
Well, we're glad you're better. And by we, I mean I alone. I'm glad you're better vocally.
I know you were freaking out.
I was. Oh my God. You have no idea. Wait till I send you the video.
Oh, no, thank you. I was getting annoyed because you were freaking out.
Yeah, I know. Lie. Oh, I'm sure you were. I
understand, but then there's Matt freak out.
Yeah, and everybody knows what a Matt freak out is.
But I appreciate our friendship and how much you care, so it's
good.
Okay.
Good. Well, I appreciate that too.
I'm glad. That's good.
No, I understand. I'm a lot to handle. But I think that's...
Which is funny, because I was thinking about this yesterday. So Grace and I talk about our relationship a lot just to make sure that we're always on the same page and we're having a healthy marriage and stuff like that.
Sure.
And I require a lot more attention than he does. And it's just because my mom did not give me enough attention, nor did my dad. But you were the opposite. Your parents give you plenty of attention, and yet you still need it.
It's because I got it.
I was telling Grayson this yesterday because I was talking about how when I was a kid, how I saw food. My favorite thing is fruit. I love fruit. I will eat fruit all day.
Don't you have a wheatgrass allergy?
Little, I have normal grass allergy, but it's associated with my asthma.
Got it.
But when I was a kid, and I would eat more than what my grandmother would think was enough, she would shame me about eating anything. She's like, "Are you hungry?" And if I said no, and I just wanted it, if it was just a want,
yeah,
don't eat that. You shouldn't be eating unless you're hungry.
We just didn't There was no, the internet was dial up. You couldn't download movies, and everyone was over at my house, so I couldn't sneak out to do that stuff. So
you were coddled before everyone else got coddled, and now you're very. I don't want to say
though.
Needy.
No, needy's the right word.
No, because
I enjoy compliments.
You just enjoy more attention and compliments than I'm used to giving.
Yep, that is correct.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. At least that's my analysis of it. It could be for a whole other fucking reason. Or maybe it's because my mom died before she was supposed to. And now that's my way of, I don't know, getting that attention. Maybe I still feel like I still need my mom's attention. And maybe
I get that. But it still seems like you've always wanted the attention because you're always very outrageously comedic.
Yeah.
So you've always liked that type of attention.
That's true. And I've always been like that.
And I'm just not the type of person that'd be good job all the time.
Yeah.
Or
just say that to me 12 times a day, and I think we'll be good.
All right, cool. I'll start doing it.
Go out of your way to say, "Good job, Matt," and give me a thumbs up.
I'm trying.
No, you're doing great. It's a lot of work taking care of a Matt. Luckily, I don't
need a lot of work too.
Yeah, I think we all are. I think that's the what it really boils down to is just what kind of work. You need to be left alone.
Only when I'm sick. I do not like talking to people. I don't like talking to anyone other than Grace.
That's what I meant.
Sick. The only reason I like talking to Grayson when I'm sick is because he was there with me through the worst,
Right.
and he comforts me in a way like other people can't.
That makes sense.
And like other people just annoy me when I'm sick. I'm just like, leave me the fuck alone. No offense.
I'm like, will someone bring me soup? I text like everyone in my phone.
Really?
Bring me soup. I'll give you $100.
Oh no. I want to be left alone. Only Artemis and Grayson. That's it. And then once I get over it, I act like nothing ever happened.
Yeah. I haven't been sick in a very long time, though, which is starting to worry me now that I think about it.
That you haven't been sick in a very long time?
Yeah. It's
Because you
been
don't
like,
leave your house.
well, I do leave my house every day. Like an idiot. I don't go to like big, get-togethers anymore. It's hanging out one-on-one with somebody or shopping, like the grocery store or Hobby Lobby as of late. Even though I got scolded.
Hobby Lobby's a horrible place to go.
That's exactly. I got scolded for going to Hobby Lobby, even though that place is amazing. I could spend a whole day there, but apparently they are, they're
homophobic.
And they're against women's birth control and women's rights.
They're just, yeah.
Yes, so I guess Michael's.
There's no Michael's by you?
There is. So I said, so I guess Michael's is my new store. There's also
Joann's.
There's a Joann's as well.
Fabric.
We have both of them.
Yeah, try both of those. A lot better than Hobby Lobby.
You think so? Not just because of that reason, but because like they're comparable in item variety, I guess.
I think Joann's could be expensive, and Michael's. Yeah, I like Michael's. I could spend all day at Michael's.
For some reason, I picture Michael's to go with like painting and framing, and Joann's to go with like sewing and needlework.
Yeah, it's just exactly what it does and what they are. But they have home goods like Hobby Lobby has. And if Hobby Lobby no longer has home goods, I haven't been to Hobby Lobby in years.
Hobby Lobby's, it's just every kind of art broken up. So you could do, I'm sure Michael's or Joann's has like a painting section too.
I don't know about Joann's, but.
Yeah, it is called fabrics.
Yeah.
Painting isn't really technically a fabric. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening this far, and I didn't think you'd make it. We appreciate it very much. Just if you could do us a favor and go find us anywhere and follow us, rate, subscribe.
We'll be under the tree meditating.
Yes.
Go find us.
I will have a rainbow coming out of my head.
I was hoping you would say ass.
I will have a rainbow coming out of my ass.
Like a unicorn.
Yeah, like, wait, what? Well, we're at Twitter, Magic for Humans, TikTok, Spotify, YouTube. The link is through the website on that one, which is magicforhumans.com as well. Oh, we have a second Instagram, which is Magic for Humans, the number 4, and then with an S.
Like, comment on all our pictures, videos, and download, and give us stars on the iTunes, please. The iTunes.
Yes, especially the iTunes. But anywhere you get your podcasts or podcarts, rate, subscribe, and comment, please. We will read the positive comments on air.
Ooh, that's nice.
We'll read the negative ones too, because it'll be fun. Don't leave negative ones though.
If anyone leaves us a 1-star rating, I will go and murder you in your sleep, in your dreams, and then you'll wake up and be murdered again every time you go to bed.
You'll be living the same day over and over. It's like,
but you're not sure if you're awake or asleep.
It's deja vu. And please feel free to go to the website and send in any art. Music is great. Drawings are great.
And
jokes are great.
That you find that inspire you from our podcast, we will gladly look at it, post it, or even promote you as well. So thank you very much for any artwork that's sent in.
Yes, thank you very much. Go to the website, check out our gallery there where we're going to have, featured artists and featured selected art. Also on the website, we do have Venmo and PayPal if you want to support us to get this, I guess,
dollar
project
goes
off
a
the
long
ground.
Way. Yes.
It really does. Our editor isn't cheap and I talk a lot. Help. Back to the show. That's a good point. No, we could talk about Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
I don't like Chick-fil-A.
Is it because of the money and what their intentions are? Or is it the sandwich is not good?
Oh, no, I just don't like the chicken. It's not my favorite. Like, my sisters loved it so much. They ate it all the time. Just, like, I'll eat it if Grayson brings it home. I'll eat anything if someone puts it in front of me, unless it's oatmeal. Because I always learned,
Whoa.
I
That's weird.
fucking hate oatmeal. I
I'm
will
not a
throw
fan.
up. My parents, my mother and my grandmother would force feed me oatmeal in the morning, and they would put my ADHD medication in the in
Ew.
oatmeal. And then after that, I had to take this weird fiber chocolate milkshake because I had stomach problems. It was just disgusting.
Wait, I used to
So
have to take that chocolate thing.
yeah, and it got to the point where I just started throwing up oatmeal, and that was the last time I had an oatmeal.
Yeah, I can see why you don't like it. I'm not a fan.
No, I don't like oatmeal. But I learned no matter what they put in front of you, you had to eat all of it out of respect, whether you liked
Yes.
it or not. So I do that now as an adult.
Even if you're full, I stop eating when I'm full, even if I don't like or don't like it. But I'll eat as much as I can.
If I'm at a restaurant, I'll stop eating when I'm full. But I also eat like these small meals randomly, or I'll eat one big meal. Yeah, I was actually wanting to talk about this with you because I was thinking about this yesterday too. Is
Sure.
like my eating habits, like how bad my eating habits
Mine are awful.
And like I was curious on what your eating habits
They're
were.
terrible. I eat.
Wait,
Here's what happens. I literally eat once a day, and it is a very, very, very small amount. I should not be.
why do you do that?
Well, here's what happens is it used to be I would eat like that, and I would just eat like that, all day. I would just snack or graze all day. And I couldn't sit down and eat like a full meal. I just ordered a pizza for me and Dad, and I ate one slice, and I didn't even eat the crust. I just got through up to the crust, and that was it. I'm full. I eat like a bird who eats all day, except I quit eating all day. So I eat like a bird once a day, and that's it.
But why?
That's all I require as far as energy goes.
That's not healthy.
No, it's not.
Like, I realize sometimes I wouldn't call it an eating disorder because I see people with eating disorders, but I go through phases, and I know like every week it's the same schedule week through the month. So, and I'm pretty sure it has to do with my hormones or whatever because I'm on a hormone regimen currently. But like,
And they seem to be monthly cyclical, just women's hormones
yeah,
in general.
it's just like this monthly thing that I do. Like next week, I will go through a phase where I won't eat much at all throughout the day. Then I will eat like one meal and smoke, go to bed. Like I'll binge eat, meaning like I will eat until I get really full and I hurt myself.
Oh,
yeah,
I've never been
and
able to do that.
I don't know why I do it. Like there's a lot of foods I'm not supposed to eat, especially without a gallbladder. But I will go and eat those foods that I know I'm not supposed to eat and just eat as much as I want. Like I'll go through a whole thing of cupcakes, like those mini cupcakes, just because I want to. And that's all I'll eat all day.
See, that's yeah. I can relate to that.
I will like, oh, I'm fat, so I'm gonna go on a diet, and then I will eat very healthy for a week, and then I go back to like the next week just eating one meal a day, and then by the fourth week again or fifth week, I'm binge eating. So
yeah, I can
horrible.
I can't do I can't ever eat more than this amount. But what would be healthy is if I were eating this amount and eating, 4 or 5 times a day of, the right things instead of like a slice of pizza for the whole day. I should have had a salad with like chicken and then done that like 3 more times.
So have you always eaten this way or
No,
as a
this
kid?
is new.
Why?
I am not sure. It's been this way for about pretty much since I became a developer. So 5 years almost like this.
So your job is getting in the way of your health?
I wouldn't say that. It's that I don't want to eat while I'm working. And then when I'm not working, I find things more enjoyable than eating.
Hello?
If that makes any sense. I need to find somebody who wants to eat with me every night. Otherwise, like
It's called a wife. Get married.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. That's enough. That goes in the category of there's more fun things to do after work than
That's so mean. Your future wife is gonna hear this and she's gonna be like, "Oh, I feel so loved."
I know she's not gonna feel anything when she hears these, and like she's like,
"Oh, that's so mean.
What happened to you?" I'm like, I don't know. I
not ever tell her that because I will slap you for her.
The amount of love and attention I need in one day is not enough that you could give.
That's so bad.
But also, I also have kind of a sweet, like, I won't go out of my way to buy sweets. I won't, unless it's brand new. If it's brand new and I see it and I've never eaten it before, I'm like, okay. I buy like 5 or 10 of them. Like the new Kit Kats. There's the birthday cake Kit Kats are out now, and those are fucking delicious. And I bought like 20 of those, and so I'll have one of those like every couple days. Also, my family really enjoys going on like shake runs, and I'll usually participate. But
what's a shake run?
Going to get shakes.
Like smoothies.
Like Dairy Queen.
Oh. Okay.
Not like smoothies. No. Not even pretending. Not even pretending to be healthy. Not even a little. Just like who wants Oreo and who wants Reese's, pretty much, in their vanilla ice cream. Yeah.
Like Grayson does that sometimes because he really likes cookies and ice cream.
Yep. Yeah, me
too. I get him. I go to the grocery store for something small, so he'll have it. Yeah.
So it's funny too, because also I have this weird. I don't want to compare it to body dysmorphia, but when I look in the mirror, I see a super like svelte, like skinny, like handsome dude, right? And then when I see myself in a picture, I see like Jabba the Hutt, and I don't know what it is.
Okay, I was curious about that too. Is that body dysmorphia? Because that could be. I've heard other people say that they feel like, which isn't a bad thing. Like, if you see yourself as better looking than you really are, great. That's awesome.
I do in the mirror, in real time.
Yeah.
But in like, yeah, when I'm looking through photos, I'm like, ugh. So that's weird because normally it goes one way or the other, the dysmorphia.
What do you mean?
Well, generally, body dysmorphia is 100%.
I want you to look that up before you say something.
Well, no, it's just generally in my very, very limited experience, body dysmorphia has always been either seeing yourself as way worse or heavier or zit-filled than you are, or more way skinnier than you actually are. It's always been like one most of the time or the other most of the time. Now, I don't know if that's the textbook definition in the DM4 or 5. Can't find what? Body dysmorphia?
No, what you feel, because all it's coming up is like that your confidence level is a lot higher than it really is. So body dysmorphic disorder is a mental health disorder in which you can't stop thinking about one or more perceived effects or flaws in your appearance.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So that's just for everyone else that's listening.
Yeah.
That's how I see myself, not gonna lie. Sometimes I go through phases where I feel like I'm a lot bigger than I am.
Is that right before your period?
No. Like, I know I have eating problems. I was telling Grayson this yesterday because I was talking about how when I was a kid, how I saw food. Like, my favorite thing is fruit. Like, I love fruit. I will eat fruit all day.
Don't you have a wheatgrass allergy?
Little, I have a normal grass allergy, but it's associated with my asthma.
Got it.
But when I was a kid, and I would eat more than what my grandmother would think was enough, she would shame me about eating anything. She's like, "Are you hungry?" And if I said no and I just wanted it, if it was just a want,
yeah,
don't eat that. You shouldn't be eating unless you're hungry.
Right.
But also when I was a kid, I used to pick at food. So I wasn't totally wanting to sit down and eat food. I would like run around the house and pick at the dinner she was making.
That's how I
So
eat.
multiple nights, if I was ever caught doing this, she would make me eat a dinner that she made for 7 people all by myself and make me finish the whole meal until like I would cry, I would throw up, but she would make me finish the whole meal.
Wow. It sounds like my parents, like, or anyone's parents' stories of being force-fed liver and onions as a child.
I like liver.
I love liver. Chicken liver is even better too. Beef.
Yeah.
But all parents generally have these horror stories. Yours might not. Yours were pretty young. My parents are 40 years older than me, so I'm 33. My dad's 72. You know.
My dad doesn't know that. Well, he knows this now, but he didn't know this was happening at the time. Like, he didn't know that my grandmother would force feed me or not give me food because I misbehaved. So, like, food was seen as, like, a punishment and, like, most of my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not good. So you have probably a not great relationship with food then.
Sometimes I don't. Like, sometimes I don't have a healthy, like, idea of food.
On the weekends, when I was working just 9 to 5, on the weekends I would eat very normally. But now I'd rather just sit and get some work done than sit down and like cook a meal. And I really loved cooking too.
You do like cooking. Why don't you like cook yourself a meal, or at least like take a day to meal prep so you can eat a little better?
That's what I should do, is meal prep on one day, and then I could just eat at least that on top of the other meal that gets brought here. Because
do you like you always mention like you were always thinner and stuff before. I don't even know before what.
No, I was chubby in high school. I was thin in Japan, and I've been fat since about a year from getting back from Japan.
Why?
I don't know. I think a lot of it had to do with the defense wall that went along with swearing off dating. I was like, I'll just fatten up, and that way I won't have to like talk to people. Well, women specifically, but
some girls are into that.
I've noticed.
Guys are into floofy women.
So I've noticed.
Floofy men.
I've noticed. But it's a far less percentage. So I think that's why I did it at first.
That's
also,
not true.
I had money for the first time in like 5 years. So it was easy to just go get whatever I wanted. I was kind of like a poor student in Japan. And so I was almost unironically living off of ramen, except it wasn't ramen, but it was like spaghetti sandwiches.
Wait, a spaghetti sandwich?
That's what they sell in the convenience store for like 90 cents. Are sandwiches that are like filled with spaghetti marinara. It's carb on carb on carb. It's pretty funny.
Because what I imagine in Japan are those rice things from the convenience stores.
Yeah, with the like filling and the green wrapped around them.
Yeah, that's what I imagine a cheap meal. Or like going on the street and getting food. Food over there is a lot cheaper than it is here.
Food from the street vendors is a little bit. The grocery store, it's way more expensive. It's unrealistic.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
what do you mean?
Well, bread comes in three slices when you buy it, and it's a couple bucks, and you get 3 slices of bread.
Like thin slices or like thick slices?
They're thicker, but they're about the same as our bread. I'm just a little bit thicker.
But isn't that like fancy bread?
It's white bread.
Oh.
You know what? They're a little taller too. I think it was more like a Texas toast kind of bread. But
like so the 99 Ranch over here, they have like a tall white bread looking thing, but it's called like sponge bread. And it's a lot better than American bread.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking about that, but you've probably seen that come in a 3-pack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's similar to that. I'm sure. Actually, it might be
the same thing.
Maybe. I don't think sponge bread is that different though, or good, like that much better.
Really, I do, because I don't really like that kind of bread. I like French bread and like.
Wait, do you like the hard, to break your teeth breads?
Yeah, I like the outsides only though. Unless I'm dipping it in like a tapenade or oil. That's usually the only way I eat bread. I don't like sandwiches that much unless it's egg sandwich, like a Japanese egg sandwich.
Do you eat banh mi's then? Probably a lot.
No.
Oh,
Grayson does.
I'm surprised. That bread is so hard. It's like eating a jawbreaker sandwich, but it's like filled with cilantro and meat and cheese.
But I
And
don't like sandwiches. I'm
Oh,
not a
that's
huge sandwich person.
what? I guess that makes
Because
sense.
I don't know, I'm not a huge sandwich person.
I
Like
get
my
it.
ideal like lunch would be steak and veggies. I love steak.
That would be my ideal meal for every meal.
Or just like veggies. Like sweet veggies.
Oh, that'd be great. Oh my God. So, well, why don't I switch topics abruptly? No, I got something to talk about after this, but I wonder why in real time I look a lot better than I think I do, or I think I look better than I really do, and why?
Why does it matter though?
Because that's not normal. Is to have two different thoughts.
Who said that's not normal? I would prefer to feel like I look better in person and in my head than normally.
It's got its benefits. Like I'll walk by the mirror and I'll be like, "Oh my God, why am I keeping this inside? This should be out for the world, out for the world to see."
That's what you should think about yourself all the time, because this is very nice to hear you talk well about yourself.
I think that about myself when it comes to, I guess, I don't know, a few personality traits, but when it comes to looks, no, I'd have to pass a mirror. Maybe I should just have more mirrors around the house.
Is that a good or bad thing? I can't tell.
It's always a bad thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Especially those people. Oh, you meet the couple that's got the mirror on like the roof or the ceiling of their bedroom. You're
Some
like,
people are into that. No, don't knock it out till you try it. Some people are into that.
I know.
I don't know if I am, but I would definitely love to see Grayson. Oh gosh, he's sitting right next to you too.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. I'm uncomfortable.
Are you gonna finish that sentence or?
No, I'm very uncomfortable.
You should be. Let it soak it in.
No, I'm not like really into like making sex jokes or anything like that because I get really uncomfortable. I make myself uncomfortable.
It's such a Catholic upbringing. Let it out. So,
it is.
Me and my sister, who never hang out,
mm-hmm.
we went out. Like out. We went to downtown Central Phoenix to go like
bar hopping.
Bar hopping.
Wait, recently?
Saturday, like 2 days ago.
COVID.
I'm aware. So we started at Diamondback Stadium, like the Arizona Diamondbacks play or used to. Mm-hmm. We went from there to a bar like I don't know, a third of a mile away, and then back to the stadium, and then to her friend Brian's house, who lived another about third of a mile the other direction. We didn't see one person. It's like, could you imagine going to like Times Square and not seeing a person? There was not one person out, but all the bars were open. And it was like, we'd walk in and we'd be it was the four of us, the only people in there. It was almost like we were out drinking during the zombie apocalypse. It was so weird. We'd walk in, the bartender would like drop whatever he was doing and be like, "Oh, people."
That's awesome.
It was pretty sweet. Oh, I know. We were actually all very careful. But then we went to Brian's house, and I think I told you, it was like the Wonder Woman museum / the penis museum, where he just had all of these like weird things hanging up. And
wait, what do you mean? Is he like a kink guy?
He's a gay male. I wouldn't.
Okay, why does that have to? No, I'm glad he's gay, but like, is he a kink enthusiast?
He's a very open power bottom, apparently.
What's a power bottom?
It's apparently one who can take take a good amount from any size. Yeah,
In your
like
butthole?
yeah. So he had this like antique like 16th century dildo that like it was on a crank,
Holy
and like you would like turn it, and as you like turned it, the head would like
what
wiggle.
the fuck? What the fuck, man?
So it was like all shit like that, plus like Wonder Woman memorabilia, and I was like, what the fuck is going on in this house? Like, I don't know if this is for Wonder Woman or like sex enthusiasts, but he said something I think I might have told you already, but it reminded me of what you said about what you thought like an adult was what the perfect adult was.
Come on, it makes sense. It only makes sense.
That they have boobs and a penis.
Yeah,
it actually does make sense in my head now. It kind of does make sense if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a perfect human, I think.
Yeah, it would have. It is.
I mean, look at what's her name, Jamie Lee Curtis.
I don't know any anybody that's trans, but
not trans. There's a rumor back in the day that Jamie Lee Curtis was a hermaphrodite and had both parts, but of course that was just one of those silly rumors.
Different wording for them.
Okay. Yeah.
I need to catch up on this.
Look up the Greek goddess Aphrodite and then write Hermo in front of it.
No, thank you.
No, that's hermaphrodite. Anyway, so he said that growing up he was like he felt alone because he was the only person that was like a boy on the outside but super feminine on the inside. And the only person he could relate with was Wonder Woman, who was feminine on the outside but very man-like on the inside because of her strength and her power. And I was like, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Like taking some, I guess, solitude or
if you want to find a figure that like makes you feel comfortable,
right?
She would be
right. And so I kind of
did he have this dildo out in the open?
Yeah, and there were like pictures of him too. Like he had a couple antiques.
So he is a kink, what did I call it?
Not a sexhibition or an exhibitionist. No. Voyeur.
I don't know.
I don't either. I don't know. John, you tell us what the word is for that.
Interword here.
John, insert word.
Actually, I've been learning a lot more about like different kinks just because of TikTok. I'm on TikTok way too much, especially since I was sick. There was only so much work I could do. And I was like scrolling through TikTok, and there's this guy who was talking about what's it called? What did he call it? Where he pretends primate kink, I guess is called, where they pretend that they're like tigers or whatever, like some type of animal.
I've seen the horse
catching
one.
Their prey.
Yeah.
What? Wait, what? No, they're not real animals.
No. Not real animals. They pretend they're horses.
Yeah, no, I've never seen that.
And they put a tail on, or they get their tail installed. It's actually like not a tail, but we don't have to get too far into. Yeah, it's a butt plug. That is horse tail coming out of it. They do the same thing with like it's called pup play, where they do it with dogs, as dogs, not with dogs. Yeah, it's all pretend.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen pet play. I've known about that one for a while because I saw someone in real life.
Really?
Here in Texas. Yeah, we were in the middle of Dallas.
In public?
He was in public. He was on the floor, and she was a gorgeous human being, but he was her pet, and I found it very fascinating.
Whoa. So public shaming too, maybe a little then. I think I've only seen a couple. You know what? I've never seen anything like that in public. Only at those the shows we used to go to and cater for. Yeah. Where they did like flogging and the suspension.
You've seen a lot more than I have. What else have you seen? Why does this conversation make me so uncomfortable?
You're 20. your young 20s and Catholic upbringing. You haven't worn it out yet.
But sometimes I'm like completely comfortable talking about it, but right now I feel very uncomfortable.
Maybe because you know there's a few handfuls of people listening.
Actually, my family does not know anything about this.
No, but I'm just saying we definitely have listeners now that are not, that we don't know.
Oh yeah, and thank you for listening.
Yeah,
and I don't mind having listeners. It's just I do not want my dad to know. I do not want my stepmom to know, because she already like tells me I'm a horrible. She doesn't tell me I'm a horrible mom, but she says that she doesn't agree with a lot of things that I do, and I'm very irresponsible.
And broadcasting your life online to a bunch of strangers, she would probably file under irresponsible.
I'm irresponsible for having a job and putting my daughter in daycare so I can continue doing my job while my husband works as well. I should be at home like a wife should be, taking care of my daughter during this pandemic.
Well, tell her thank you from 1951.
She's Colombian. This is what she does. It's like, I'm like, that's great that you and my dad choose to do this, and that's the life y'all want to live, but that's not going to make me happy, and that's not what Grace and I decided on. So
that makes sense. I think, though, there's a good chance that someone may find out eventually. I mean, it'll be on your terms. I'm not saying like something that wasn't ominous, like something bad's going to happen, but I just feel like
no, someone will find out, and it's going to be
at our live
annoying
show
as hell. But I don't care if they find out. I just don't want that conversation currently.
Oh, should we tell them about our trip in October?
I know we're finally going to meet each other. I'm excited.
Yes, we
in
are.
October to go see Zanny and Jared.
We are going to be one big happy family for the first time.
I know. I'm really excited. I'm like really, really excited. I've been going thrift shopping for Danny, and I found her a bunch of cute outfits. Confident in her.
Wait, you bought her a bunch of cute outfits? You cut out after outfits?
Yeah, I bought her a bunch of cute outfits.
Oh.
So she could feel confident in herself and cute, and like, stop hiding behind other people and her body.
Have you?
She's beautiful.
She is. Have you seen the Arcana Herbal photos page?
The Instagram?
I guess so.
So go on social media unless it's TikTok, because that's all the time I have.
Okay.
So all I do is really post and respond to people when they comment. But she sends me pictures.
I started screen sharing. I just sent her this shirt. She just got this shirt from me today.
That's cool. That's actually really cool. I kind of want that.
She loves. I'll send you one. And then that's not the one I wanted to send her though. You probably already saw the one I wanted to send her. She gets this on Wednesday. Don't say what it says, obviously.
Currently, he's showing me a bunch of shirts.
No, just the two I'm sending to Danny right now, because you said you bought her outfits. I was like, oh yeah, that reminds me.
Those that actually go with the outfits I got her.
Really? Oh, that's excellent. That's good to know.
Well, she has a style.
She does.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to her though. I was like, who's that other girl that's in like half of the pictures from your store?
Oh, did she tell you?
I was like, because she's like porn. She's hot like a porn star, and she was like,
wait, what did you just?
I was like, who's your friend? Because she's hot.
Oh gosh, why did you say that?
Because it's true. And I was like, so who's your friend? She's really hot. She looks like a porn star. And she said, who? And I'm like, I don't know. I asked you who. And she's like, no, which porn star? I'm like, I don't know. She just looks like a porn star. Of course she told me. What?
Okay, I understand that. Okay. So you sometimes talk without thinking, right?
Oh, yeah.
And this is fine. But when it comes to women, you can't say things like that.
Oh, yeah, you can.
And,
she laughed very hard.
I understand. I'm not saying this is Danny, but if you came up to me and told me that one of my friends were so hot that they look like a porn star, I'm going to start overanalyzing the way I look. Why am I not hot enough to look like a porn star?
No, I just wouldn't say it to you.
Why did he assume that she was hot? Yeah, but you said that comment, and it's automatically going to make a woman feel self-conscious. This is what I was talking to you about earlier. What do you mean, why?
What do you mean, why? That's what I mean. Is like,
Okay.
I can't tell her she's gorgeous because that would be weird.
Yes, that would be weird.
Exactly.
That would not be weird if you were coming from a friendly, like, hey, you're amazing, you're gorgeous, you're pretty. Like, as a friend, that would not be weird at all.
By the way, you are. There you go. See?
Thank you. But what I'm saying is, you don't know how she feels about that person, and making comments like that can make her feel worse. And not only that, you're just like putting that woman in that light of her being a porn star. But that's also problematic. No,
I thought it was funny. That's the only anything I was going for was a laugh.
I'm gonna wait until you have a guy that I'm gonna be like, that guy looks like a porn star.
Okay.
Make you feel like
I wouldn't care.
You're such a butthead.
It wouldn't matter to me, like, or any guy really. Now,
but you don't know if it matters to her.
If you said someone was funnier than me, that would get to me.
Okay, exactly.
That would get to my self-conscious, like, real quick.
So that me saying that is the same effect to you saying that to another woman about another woman, especially a friend.
Understandable. I get it. But
oh my God,
this isn't scold Matt time. This is
no, it's not.
This is catch up with
teach Matt.
No. Matt knows what he did. It was fully intended, and Matt knows what the consequences are.
No, it's not. But it's not nice.
I
would feel so bad after that.
Why?
Because of my self-esteem. And this is like me personally. I don't know how Danny felt about that comment, but like me personally, if you said something like that about a friend that I had, okay, ask her. I would feel very self-conscious about myself.
Interesting.
Because I value your opinion.
I know, but you should know that I can't say that to you because...
Why not?
You're married.
So? You're my friend, right?
Yes.
Okay. Why can't a friend say that to another friend?
I feel like I should be able to. That's where I feel like it's weird. Like, I feel like that's where the line is drawn. Is that if I were to say that to you, your husband would get offended.
No.
Oh. Well, then never mind.
Grayson doesn't get offended often, I think.
I feel like that's true.
What does he get offended for?
When people confuse him for a British guy.
No, he looks very posh.
He does look very British.
I don't know what Grayson gets offended with. I don't offend him. If I do, he tells me, hey, I don't like that. And I try to stop it.
I'm going to say what offends me is when people do that nipple flick that all guys do to each other that I hate.
Ew. Ow.
No, it's not a painful one. It's like a hey, remember you have a nipple kind of touch. It's gross.
I think that's just your generation. No one does that anymore.
Nobody does that. No, it's guy to guy only.
No, even guy to guy, people don't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's the one that really, really hurts. It's the only 2 times I've threatened to fight. No, it's 3 now. But yeah, the last time it makes me immediately aware of how much I weigh. And so like people walk by and they'll do that. They'll do it pretty much. They like hit, you're walking out of a room and you flip a switch up instead of down as you're leaving a room. Like nobody's ever done that, but because it's always down on the way out of the room. Just imagine flipping someone's like boob area up like a light switch, but to a male. So people do that to me. I become immediately aware of how much I weigh. And I was like, listen, we've had this talk before, and you know how bad that makes me feel about myself. So meet me outside. I'm going to lose this fight, but this needs to happen. I'll see you outside.
Oh, gosh.
And luckily, the 2 times I've said that, they didn't show up. So
you making those comments are the same thing. It's the same exact thing, man.
I bet you're right. We'll find out. I don't think
Well, you don't have to ask Danny. I'm not saying like Danny specifically took it this way.
No, that's why I specifically said it to Danny. Is because I wanted to make her laugh.
But you also don't know how Danny feels about that person.
She also knows that I'm not dating or interested in women in that way at all. So it was definitely just for the sake of a joke.
But sometimes those comments don't get taken as jokes, and they really hurt.
I know they might, but you're not Danny, and so you don't know that. I understand you looking out for her and for me as well, but I think maybe you missed the context in and around that joke. I don't think there was any, but I just feel like you're misreading the situation.
That's probably right.
It's possible. I'm not saying it's wrong. You might be right. Maybe I did hurt her feelings. I guess I don't have to ask her right now. She'll tell us when she hears this.
True.
Oh my God. Did you hear the shout out they gave us in their show? It wasn't a shout out. Not a shout out, but what they said about us in their show.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait,
that
in
was
their
so
show?
fucking nice. Yeah, in their show.
No, I didn't get anything.
I
saw the. What did I see? I saw something.
I sent you an email where I had chopped up their newest episode of The Wrong Horror Fan. I chopped about 30 seconds out of the very middle of it.
The last email you sent?
No, this was last week sometime. It might have been Thursday or Friday last week.
Oh, I have it right here. No, okay. I didn't listen to it, but I'll listen to it after I get off the call.
Oh, they said they just said the nicest things about us. It was just so great to hear, especially on recording and without warning. Like, they didn't let me know that
That's
they were
so nice.
I know, and it was so man, it melted my heart.
I think we've made lifelong friends.
I think so. I wrote them. I stuck it back in an iTunes review. We have 13 5-star reviews, by the way. 13 5-star reviews. Last I checked, and that was last week. Which means we're supposed to read one of them. We don't have to right now. We could get more prepared and read through them first, which we should probably do. But thank you, everybody who has been reviewing and rating us anywhere. It really does.
And listening to us.
Help so much. I don't think it's understood how much that, and listening, obviously. Yeah. Please
and
don't.
We will be back to our normal recording schedule. I know it didn't affect anyone that's actually listening to us. It only affected you and me. But I feel like I haven't talked to everyone in a while.
You haven't? You've been gone about 3 weeks now.
Yeah, I was really sick.
I know.
I don't know how it's like. My throat still hurts.
Why do you think I was so worried? If
Huh?
you're gone for like 3 days, I would have been like, no problems. But once it got past a week, I was like, oh my God. What?
COVID fucking sucks.
I hit the
I
panic
don't know
button.
what to tell you.
Nothing.
Like, luckily my husband and my daughter didn't get sick because they quarantined me as soon as I started getting symptoms. But it was bad.
Yeah. So what was it like? Quarantine.
I think the only reason I did not have any lung issues was because I smoke a lot. And there's a lot of studies out there that says this.
Yes.
There's a lot of studies out there that says smoking actually helps your lungs throughout COVID.
Yep.
But my nose and my throat burns really bad all the time. And sometimes it's better, but sometimes like at night, like right now, it hurts.
Like a bleach burn or more like a fire burn?
Fire burn. And then on top of that, I for some reason lost control of the flap between my nose and my throat. So when I eat, my food will sometimes go up instead of down.
The choking
it's
liquid.
It's really frustrating. Yes, but it's not just liquid. I almost choked on a plum the other day. It's just a bunch of things. Like I keep choking, and it's scary because I had to do the heimlich remover on myself. Like on myself. It was this. I thought I was gonna die that day.
Were you just like jumping over a counter, like into your stomach or chest area?
I literally ran into the counter, the corner of the counter
at full speed.
Because I got really scared, and I was like, oh my God, I know what I'm gonna do. And then I did it, and I had to do it twice before it worked. And I started like feeling lightheaded. It was scary, and but I've lost control of that little flap, and I don't know why.
That's the flap I almost always die on when I'm trying to drink liquid, and then I think I have to say something of like you drink and then you go, because that's the breath you make right before you start
but
talking.
now, even if I'm eating and not talking or doing anything else, just breathing like a human should, I'm choking. It's horrible. And it gets really annoying because now sometimes I get food stuck in my sinus.
Oh, that would not taste good.
No,
I mean,
it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, I would bet. What does food taste like in your sinus cavity? It probably all tastes the same. Yeah, it just tastes like...
It just burns like a really bad sore throat.
Interesting.
I don't know, but that's what it felt like so far. A lot of chills, a lot of fevers. My body was aching. And then finally I got out of it. And then there was a whole day where I was fine. And then the next day I got a fever again.
Oh, good Lord.
But I was like in my room for about 9 to 10 days alone. I couldn't like hug my daughter. I had to go outside with a mask on. They had to wear a mask. I could like, she would cry just to see me walk. It was horrible.
Have you guys like burned that room, or I mean, like?
Oh no, we cleaned very well in here, and they got tested it, and I got tested twice, and I still came out positive. So.
Wow. That's a long time. That's got to be one hell of like a 3 weeks. Like you're like a prisoner in your own house. Like every time you see your husband and your daughter, you're like, "Hi."
Well, other people had it worse, and
I
did not get sick, like
or
worse than what I had. Yeah, I thought it was the flu at first, and I was like, if this is the flu, fuck, it sucks. But if it's COVID, it's not as bad as I've seen other people go through, and I'm lucky.
I haven't seen anybody except you go through it now.
I've seen so many people online like end up being in the hospital for 20 plus days, intubated. Like it looks scary, and I'm so happy I do not have that. I'm glad I'm a smoker. Is what I'm saying. The only time.
Oh my God, how many podcasts are we gonna record during the like 5 days we're hanging out? We're gonna have to record at least.
I don't want to record every day. I want
to at least
go to a store and check it out. I want to go thrift shopping. I want to go eat random food.
Go to their party. Go restaurants. Yep. Do you like Takis?
Taki.
Do you?
Claro que sí.
Okay.
Of course I like Takis. Actually, you sent me a message before we got on, and you wanted to ask me on the podcast. Let me read it.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Do you think any Latin countries are using latinx instead of Latino and Latina? Or gender identity still mostly an American idea or luxury?
I stand by that luxury statement.
I honestly do not know.
Okay.
Because I'm not, like, although I'm Latina and I'm Colombian and Italian and my family is very, like, Latin, we don't have anybody in our family that is not, they're all cis. They're all, like, either female or male. I'm the only one that came out as, well, I haven't even come out to my family. My family doesn't know I'm bisexual.
Really?
No.
That would be a reason you want to keep the secret, I see.
Exactly. If they found out, oh my God. But Grayson's parents know. The only reason I mentioned that question that you asked is I would love to hear someone answer it for us, because I honestly don't know. I could see that gender fluidity could be a luxury, an American luxury, just because of everything that's going on right now, especially in South America with Argentina and was it Argentina? Yeah, I think it was Argentina.
Yeah, that's
and everyone fleeing to Colombia and all the neighboring countries because of government, and a lot of people are poor. COVID going on right now, like with everything that's going on in South America, I could see why it's not as important, but it doesn't mean it's not important at all.
I'm not saying it's not important. I would say it's
I know,
though. Like when people are chopping, dictators are chopping, your citizens' heads off. Really, gender identity is the last thing people are, thinking about.
And imagine what they have to go through, especially with the machismo or like their culture. I don't think it's changed that much from what the last time I asked any questions.
Right.
Like, imagine being gay or bisexual in that climate.
Right. Like, America was kind of like that machismo not too long ago. The walk it off, tough it out, men don't cry thing.
So machismo is more male works, female stays at home. He could do as he pleased to his woman, means beats, rape.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then they're the man of the house because they're the man, Well, it's like this like masculine man.
Yeah.
That's what machismo means.
Yeah. That's
so
everything but the rape there matched.
Not really. Like what I see is like the country part of it, like especially here in Texas, the man of the house is the breadwinner, like holy Christian.
Right.
Machismo. But
no, I was talking about years ago, back when it was, the woman stayed at home. They were
still
housewives.
like that a little bit. Yeah, it's still like that a little bit. It's getting better, but.
Wait, where? Here?
Here.
In Texas?
Yeah.
Wow. I had no idea. I mean, I know Arizona's still very old-fashioned, for lack of a better term, but I think everyone's pretty okay with the 2-income household idea.
Dallas and Austin are pretty progressive. Outside of these cities, I'm not sure. I don't really interact with people as much.
That's probably
wrong person to ask.
Yeah.
But I would love to ask someone that knows.
Yeah, I really would like to know if latinx is being used outside of here. The United States of America. I do too. That would be nice. It'd be nice that...
Hello?
Yo. I said, yeah, I hope so too. It would be nice to know that, there are other countries where, people are allowed to be happy, for lack of a better term. I don't know. I just want to go back to that Wonder Woman museum. I want to play with the antique rotary dildos. Oh my God, I can't believe that. That was a crazy night.
The next episode, because now I'm very curious to hear his perspective.
He is so trauma filled. He is going to be on the show eventually. We've already talked about it.
Hopefully, well, we're waiting on one other person. I would like to have a sex therapist on here before we have him on, so I'm a little bit more very uncomfortable and anxious today about talking about sex.
Well, we should probably find another one because she's out of the loop for a fucking while now. Oh wait, no, I think we'll figure it out. But
we could always hire a sex therapist to go on the show and see, or find one on YouTube.
Well, that's another thing I wanted to talk to you about real quick. Here, we can wrap this up for the week, I think, right?
Okay.
Have a great one. Thank you, and welcome back.
Night.
Night.
Good night.